Good morning, it's me, Azalea. You're watching my YouTube channel, WayCrunchy, the This Old Shack series. So we bought this house, $20,000, and we've been working on it for like 11 months. We decided to purchase the house a year ago. The year has flown by. I've loved it, no regrets. So today I'm just gonna give y'all a little walking tour of the house and show you what is left to be done. First thing is here on the fence, we got sidewalk here and then our fence. And so I put in this path in front of the house since we got the house, and I'm growing loofahs and melons and beans and all sorts of stuff on the fence. And we had a contractor repair the front porch. That was basically the first thing we did when we got the house, because there was a hole. The first big thing we did. We now have a water hose outlet. That's new. We're still waiting to cart that old toilet to the garbage. I put in this entire garden up here in this sort of wedge shape by the beautiful stonework, which was one of the things that drew me to this property in the first place. So I put in all these plants and this whole garden space. When we first got the house, it was nests of yellow jackets and grown up grass. John cleared the entire backyard. He cleared it all. Amazing. The garden around the patio is coming slowly. I've got hostas from the virtual home warming. I got some azaleas I put in that I got on clearance from Lowe's, all sorts of stuff. Let me show you what the contractor is working on now. Our last big contractor job before we move in. I painted the porch rails, everything. So over here, the old dangerous looking chimney has come down, and the unfinished side of the house has been sealed and wrapped. We're putting siding on that next. The siding was actually in our basement, which obviously saves us money, because at some point they did this back portion of the house with the siding and that was left over. There is a shed under that tree, which was crushed since we got the property. That was unfortunate. A tree fell. That sucked. Got a loofah coming in. Little pumpkins. So glad I got gardened in. Even though we don't live here yet. It just feels good. We installed all new electricity and plumbing in this house. Those were the two major expenses. Plumbing's more expensive than electricity. All of this was painted. The floor was refinished. It had plywood on top of this entranceway floor. John tore up all the plywood, and then I refinished the floor, and it looks amazing. Used tung oil. We have one floor left to refinish. That's here in the living room. I refinished the kitchen floor. We had to hang a ceiling and put in the light fixtures here in the foyer. That's one of the last big things. We're gonna put some insulation, because it's me and John's bedroom on the other side and then the living room on this side. So for like noise purposes, we'll probably do insulation and drywall here. That's one of the last big projects. We painted this. I repaired the ceiling in here and painted it, and all of the trim in the walls. We got all the garbage out of here. The living room is one of the last big rooms to fix up, but you can see it's going to be really nice. The kitchen is essentially done. They're going to hook up the water. We put in these light fixtures to make a dining area over here. These light fixtures for like food prep area. And I did, my uncle turned these upper cabinets, kind of built out of frame to make them the right height to be counter cabinets. I got the countertop at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. The stainless steel sink was actually here in the house when we bought it. Yeah, these floors, y'all can go back and watch that video. This was one of my bigger art projects. I used this blue stain, which I didn't even think it was going to be blue when I got it. It was like, what is happening? So I mixed tung oil finish with blue stain for the floors, and it was a whole project. But then I used that same stain for the cabinets, so it's like a matching thing. It's interesting. I painted in here, repaired walls, repaired holes. This is me and John's bedroom. I got that light fixture at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. I painted this drop ceiling, painted the walls. This room did have the wood paneling up just on top of drywall, and it had been removed, but all of the nails that were holding the paneling in were still stuck in the wall. So we had to pull a bajillion nails out of here. This was the first floor that I refinished in the house. It really built my confidence. Refinishing floors, that's a thing I can do. Going down into the basement. Walking down the stairs, off of the kitchen. This is gonna be shelves for like extra pantry kitchen storage. I painted all the mold killing, mold preventing kills all through the basement. We removed so much garbage from this basement. It was so nasty. And then we're gonna replace these floors. They're wood on top of dirt. So after we get moved in, at some point in the future, we will do digging it down to make the ceiling not so low and pouring cement. John's office, he works from home. So this is gonna be his room. Also, he has a lot of stuff that's been in a storage unit since he moved here to be with me. He moved into my small barn and a lot of his stuff went in a storage unit. So, you know, he had his own little bachelor pad household before we got together. So he owns a lot of books, and he stays up late at night. Me and the kids go to bed early. So he'll be able to come down here and watch sports and read books and that kind of stuff. This room is finished except for one spot here. We need to put up drywall here in just one rectangle because we left that open because it's under the kitchen in case we needed to like run pipes. But now that the pipes are all run, we can close that up. We're really coming along. And we took out carpet, we took out garbage, we took out old couches. There were nails in the cement floor of John's office that were holding the carpet in place. The carpet was nasty. The carpet went out. John pried out all the nails, and then I went back and repaired the holes in the cement and then painted it all with dry lock to make sure there was no moisture coming in. So, yeah. John has done like demo, and then I do repairs. Refinished the stairs. Contractor took care of our ceiling up here and getting attic access. I have to do around the corners. And we have to put the insulation in the attic. I pried up all of the peel and stick tiles that were on this floor. Oh, let me just for a minute mention and shout out what we did in the kitchen. The kitchen ceiling, that's where there was a roof leak, which we fixed, me and John. But it had a drop ceiling that was crumbling because of the roof leak. Then it had a drywall ceiling under the drop ceiling, which was crumbling from the leak. That John took the drop ceiling and the drywall ceiling down. Under the drop ceiling and the drywall ceiling was beadboard, wood ceiling, which is what we're keeping. It's beautiful, got that old house charm. So, bathroom. Next week, the plumber's doing the finishing work in the bathroom. Me and or John need to put the drywall up on the ceiling. And the bathroom's done. Kids' room. Almost done. Sealed up. Insulated. We need to put drywall. And then we're good to go in here. How fun is that? That's so wonderful. In here, I painted the walls, the ceiling, the floor. I redid the closet in here right much. It was really crumbling. So this was my first step into plaster repair, was in here in this closet, and it came out really nice. We added a light in the closet. That was one of the only... Like in the kitchen, we added a light. So over the countertop, it was just one light bulb in the middle of the room in the kitchen. So we added one for dining and then the two over the counter. We did go ahead and add a closet light in here. We ran hardwired smoke detectors all over the house. Next week, in the kids' room, because it's a really big room and it's right by the bathroom, we're going to have our tankless hot water heater and our laundry. So that's coming next week. That's it. That's it. There's a couple of outlets that don't work right. The electrician will have to come back and look at those before final inspection. But that's it. That's all. That's a tour. Let me show you. What do I want to show you? That's what we got to do. That's it. Wow. My birthday is September 27th. And I'd like to celebrate my birthday in the new house. That shouldn't be a problem. That's it. Here's that 3 layers of ceiling, drop ceiling, drywall ceiling, and now we have beadboard. So, yeah, that's it. That's the story, folks. That's the update at this point of what's left.